Okay, there should be a class on how to pick an airline and the things that you should know before you get into the airlines, because let's be honest, coming from general aviation to airlines, you don't really know. You're just kind of like, I'll take whoever hires me. And that is a very fair strategy. But on the side note that it's like a hiring boom right now and you do have a couple options, let's talk about the probably top 3 things that you should look for. And I'm going to start this off with airline pilots love to complain, okay? So every company is going to have gripes from their pilots. Take it with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, you love what you do, and most of the time, the people you're in the cockpit with are wonderful. Number 1, if you can avoid it, do not commute. Once you start having a family and you want to be home, the amount of extra days that are going to be taken away because you need to commute in the day prior or you need to commute in the day after your trip, it's going to take away a lot. So instead of being home, 18 days a month, you might only be home 12 days a month. And that's sad. Looking at an airline, look at the bases that you actually want to live in. And you might not be able to hold it right away with seniority and everything, but if you're willing to commute for a couple months, it's a lot better than committing to a life of commuting. My dad did it for a year, and he did one of the more commutable routes, which was Cleveland to Chicago. So there were multiple flights out a day, and it was tolerable, but he was not happy. And then I tried commuting once, and I hope I never have to again. If anyone's strong enough to do it, power to you, but just pick an airline where you want to live and base. It makes your life 100% better. Get your reserve contract, because there is a medium chance that you can be stuck on reserve like me for coming on 2 years. Most companies are doing short call reserve right now. 2-hour call out, not bad at all. Sitting ready reserve at the airport for, 19 days a month and barely getting called to fly, that can add up. Ask them if they do short call, long call, or ready reserve. That can be a crucial factor to having a good quality of life. Look at the kind of flying that the airline does. Now, don't quote me on these because I don't know the exact airlines, but I know, for example, Frontier has started doing a lot of day trips. And I love the concept of being home every night. So if you're someone with a family and, you want to start your day at 6 a.m., be done by 11 a.m., be home for family dinners and stuff, then Frontier might be the way to go. Or if you're like, I want international flying, then look for airlines that offer that. You might not get exactly what you want because it's, once again, seniority based, but eventually you're going to get that. I wanted a regional that would provide me an opportunity to fly a lot, get my captain upgrade, and then eventually go to the majors so I can fly with my dad and my sister on a 3-person crew. You need to choose at the end of the day what is more important, because this can be such a flexible job that provides an opportunity to be home most of the time and actually be with your family. My dad growing up was pretty much there for almost everything important to me. He was there for my school dances, almost every sports game, every big event, my graduation, etc. because he chose quality of life. Once I went to college, he actually ended up pursuing, he wanted to fly the 777 and do some international flying. He got that out of the way, commuted for a year, and then went back to his base in Cleveland.